The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to hang out with us on the east side of Music City, USA. If you like the video, hit like. If you think other people are going to dig it, make sure you give it a share. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on any and all the social media. And most importantly, make sure you're joining that Discord server. Along with Patreon, everything is linked down below. Now, today is going to be a little different from what we normally do here on The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. Normally, we do music videos and reactions, but in one of the videos, someone noticed my Steam Deck, and then we got to talking about the games that I play, and I mentioned Tavern Master, one of my favorite super chill, relaxed games. Love to play it, love to have fun. So on a Discord chat, I asked everybody, if I were to open a medieval tavern, would my subscribers enjoy working for me? So today we begin our journey with the I Concur Army. For those of you new to the channel, the folks that are my subscribers are known as the I Concur Army. If you go back and watch previous videos, I explain it, and I will explain it further as we go along in the video. But for right now, let's get started with me opening my medieval tavern. All right, so here we are in my humble tavern on the grounds of my sweeping castle alongside this beautiful river. So here we are set medieval times. We've got us a nice little three-walled humble tavern that we are going to open for people to come in and get hammered. Because when you're digging through mud and working as a serf, the least we can do is give you a place to get hammered. So before we get started, the game does like to take us through this cool little tutorial to show you how things work, and I'll explain how things go as we go along. And of course, the link to the game on Steam will be provided down below. So let's get going. First, we're going to have to build us a little wall and show them what we know what we're doing. It's like you're not allowed to play this game until you touch these certain buttons. So let's put a couple of walls up like this. They want us to put in a door because, you know, that's how people get in and all. And of course, we want that window so that people can look out at others walking down the road. Grab a table. Grab us a seat. Boom. Boom. Now, as it'll tell you, these little icons here will tell you that there's not enough light. So you got to come in here, grab you a candle, because that's safe. Now we need to set up the bar. Going to come over here and get things going. They only allow you have to go through this progression to get these other barrels, these trees of progressions and quests, and we'll go through that as we go along in the game. They want us to get us a beer barrel polka. Those of you that enjoy some beer barrel polka, we can do the chicken dance. Somewhere in here we will do the chicken dance, I'm sure. So let's grab us some staff. We want to get us a bartender. Now, when I'm hiring one of these bartenders, what I'm looking for is speed. That's what you want, because you can level these up as you go through the game. But what I'm looking for is drink pouring, speed carrying. Those are the two you want to work on the most. So right here, we got a guy that carries 6. Nah, let's shuffle him and see if we can get something better. I also look at potential. So like I'm looking at, can he carry a lot in the future, and does he have good speed potential as well? It's like a draft. So we're going to hire Redford, but that's okay. We're going to change Redford because, again, my subscribers will be working for me. So now let's hire us a server. Now remember, this is the Middle Ages, so women aren't allowed to do anything but be subservient to men. It's not my rule, it's just history. So I actually like this one here. I like the stats here. And the thing about this game that I do like, and I may make some comments about devs and stuff to the dev as we go along, but one of the things I do like is that you can adjust these attributes in-game. So if I hire her, if I hire her, I can go in, reset these to 0, and then I can create, I'll show you. Okay, so let's get started. Hit research. We want some kitchen. Early game, this is your money. right here. And I'll show you the menu and you'll see why. Early game, this is where you're going to get your good profits from. So we want to get that kitchen going. We hit next. Here's your research tree. You have to accomplish all of these little quests and goals, draw in certain types of guests, rare, gold, royal, things like that. And then along the way, you can upgrade your tavern, get better equipment, create new floors, things like that. And we'll go through that as we play. So now we're going to start. We're going to open. It's noon on a Monday. We're going to open our tavern. But first, I'm going to pause because two things. We're going to change some names here. So Caitlin is now known Ruthless Biscuit, Tria, our moderator. She set up our Discord server, so she will be the original CONCURPA server. Now, when I showed you about the reset, this is really cool because you can reset it and you can adjust to what you need in the moment. Now, I do have experience as a corporate trainer for a restaurant chain, and I am going to be going into this with a little bit of that mindset. Now, I can't truly set up a true restaurant service schedule, but you will see me employing certain methods that are used to make restaurants and service industry a little bit more efficient. It's just my opinion. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset Ruthless Biscuit, and I'm going to let her carry 5 drinks, give her 2 there. I want her 3 speed carrying, and because we don't have a second story, in this game it'll be the first story because it's English, but because we don't have a second story, this here is moot. So I'm going to give her the tip. Also, we don't have a hotel, and we don't have takeout. So what I'm doing is I am adjusting specifically for what I need. And as we go along in the game, you'll see me do it a couple of other ways as well. I'll make a food runner, I'll make a drink runner, things like that. So for right now, we don't need hotel, we don't need takeout, and we don't have to worry about stairs. So I gave her stair attribute to her carry attribute. And as she goes along, we can upgrade, and I will always go with the carry more drinks. Usually I go with the carry more drinks in early game. So we're going to start Ruthless Biscuit, a good stout server that way. Now over here is our bartender. Our bartender is my original, one of my 2 original moderators, Valte the moderator. Valte will be my bartender. Now, he's got good stats. He's got good pouring. He's got good drink carry. 4, we're still small. No need to worry about adding or adjusting him. I want these stats for him. Those are good medium stats, and we can build from there. So, and I'll tell you this right now as well. Excuse me, a little hint. If you fire them, you've got to pay them the remainder of the day. So if you're going to fire anybody, do it at the end of the day like good corporate entities do. So before we get going, I do want to add one more table. We can handle one more table. Look, if you can't handle a 3-table station, then you shouldn't be in the service industry. It's that simple. You should be able to handle, honestly, a good server should be able to handle, that's a 4-top here. I should be able to throw one more in here, and you should be okay with that. You should be able to handle 4 4-tops as a good server. And she's got the stats to do it. So we've got everything going here. Sorry. We've got our beverages, doors open, lights. All right, so here we go. Oh, sorry. Got to exit out of the build screen. Here we go. Nice and neat. Now, this little icon down here in the lower right next to your research is basically your daily quest log. So when you open this up, it's going to give you these certain quests to progress you along the way. And you need them. You need these recipes for the events. You need these decorations and elite waitresses and all that stuff. So it'll give you points for each of these quests depending on how difficult the quest may be. So the first one we're going to do is change the tavern name by clicking the sign outside the tavern. All right. So we're going to scroll around. Look at I do want to show you this though real quick. I do want to show you this. This is really cool. I mean, for a basic sim game, I like it. It's got a cool vibe to it. Super chill. I like that. I like the chill vibe to it. No stress. It was a great like COVID game. So let's change the name from Tavern Master to CONCURPA's Rest. For those of you that are new to the channel, normally, again, this is a departure, quite a departure from what I normally do. Normally, I break down and analyze and react to music videos. And somebody had seen the Steam Deck and encouraged me to do this. Well, in the reaction videos, I tell people, these are blind clicks, man. You send me a link to a video you want me to check out. I click the link. I give you my thoughts. And it started with, I think it was Bandmade. My brother sent me a link that said hot Asian schoolgirls playing metal. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna click that link. And because I've worked for 30 plus years in rock radio as a program director, music director, on air, all that stuff, people like to ask my opinion about bands. So I started to do these reaction videos, and along the way, I came creatively up with this little term, I concur. So if you want to suggest a video and you go through the comment section, I tell people if you see it's already there, just say I concur. It's a joke. It all comes from the Army. I concur was this thing we would say to people just to kind of, like, okay, man, I get it. I concur. Leave me alone. Stop talking to me. Kind of a thing. So it became a joke, and then it became a thing, and then they called themselves the I Concur Army. And along the way, I say that you guys are my Sherpas on this new music mountain journey of mine. And then that became CONCURPA. And that is how the phrase CONCURPA, or the term CONCURPA, came to be. So if you go over the Discord, which Ruthless Biscuit so beautifully set up for me, if you go over to the Discord, you will see I concur, CONCURPAs. You'll see it a lot of places. I'm still working on getting some merchandise for the channel. Yeah, head over to the Discord. Again, this is the first time doing a game playthrough, so I will be learning as I go as well, as far as how to make these a little bit more cohesive, try to tell better stories and things like that. So again, thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. Let's get back into the CONCURPA's Rest and see how we're doing down here. So right now, everybody's just chilling. You can hover over your barrels and get an inventory of them. So it'll tell you how much you have left, and if you click on the barrel, it'll give you an opportunity to refill it in different ways. In the early game, I try to stay away from the max fill because I want to use the money for other things, and I'll talk about that as I go and my reasoning for doing that. So just like working at a restaurant or working in a bar, you don't, if you ever watch Kitchen Nightmares, for example, one of the things that he'll freak out about when he goes into a kitchen or into a walk-in, when he goes into one of those disgusting walk-ins, is the over-ordering. So your product just sits there, and then it cross-contaminates, it becomes stale, or whatever the case may be. You're wasting money is what you're doing. So it's a cost-effective way to just kind of, in the early stages of the game until you actually start generating revenue. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've done a couple of playthroughs with this game, and we're going to get it going. We're going to stay small at first, just stay one floor, and then I'm going to try to crank out all of this research while staying on one floor. If you watch other people play this game, it's real easy to overdo it. It's real easy to just start dumping money and, loading up tables, and then next thing you know, your staff is overworked. You got little red, excuse me. So at the end of the day, you get your little, I'll show you that here in a second. So you can get little icons over top of people to show you their moods and stuff like that. You'll see people walking out with little red angry balloons over their head. That's because you're overdoing it. You're not staffed well enough. And like I said, as you see us go through this playthrough, you'll see that I employ methods that I used as a corporate server and as a key employee and as a manager in restaurants to basically maximize the efficiency of the space and of the team. So, okay, we've got this little icon down here. It's telling us that we get 2 points. So now it's got these quests: own 4 tables, own 8 benches, etc., etc. I've got $152. Now what happens is when I click this button here, start the next day, it's going to deduct the salaries, $10 or 10 gold coins, sorry, from my money here. So you still got to be careful. In the early stages of the game, it's best to wait until the next day to refill anything here. And I'll show you why. You'll get something stolen for sure. So up here, we're going to get our stats. Excuse me. Going to get our stats for the day. We spent 92, but we're negative because of all the stuff we spent there. You'll see this swap. This will change over a period of time. So right now I only have 12 seats. My prestige, which is this blue badge here, is only at 210. And when you go into, you'll see the events pop up eventually. You need certain levels of prestige to continue further in these research trees and quest logs. So it all kind of works together. These three things work together. The prestige, the research, and the quests all kind of go together. And you just got to grind through them. It is a grind. So let's go ahead and start the next day. We're good on everything here. Everybody seems happy. Bingo, boingo, bango. Bob's your uncle. I think I used to drink that cider. I think there was a cider called Bob's Your Uncle. Let's speed it up a little bit. I usually play the game on double speed, by the way. So if it freaks you out, just let me know and I won't do it. But it just gets things going. There's going to be a point in this game where you do have to slow down because you're going to be overbuilding or underbuilding. You need to stop and redesign things because later you get bathrooms and distilleries and all this other stuff. So it's super cool. Game that I love. Now, every now and again, you get to upgrade, folks. I'm always going to upgrade the drinks. Oh, sorry. So she can carry 6 now. Fine. She's happy. Volte's happy. Biscuit's happy. Cool. Okay. Let me slow this down and show you our build menus. So as I said before, this is going to get out of hand. Over here, this area here is going to be the garden. Eventually, in your research tree, you get added floors, you get kitchen levels, you get hotel, small furniture, big furniture, all that other stuff. But as we get down here, you start to see some really, outside garden, toilets, unlimited kitchens. That's the one I'm always going for first. I'm always going for unlimited kitchens. And then eventually you get a basement, winter tavern. I have yet to unlock that. It's like a cool side quest, if you will. But you get to get games, a hammer game, basketball game, archery games, just cool stuff. That's the stuff I put in the garden. And as I said before, this is going to expand up and out because this is the space that I have. This is how big I can make my tavern. It is 6 by 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 by 10. So it's 6 by 10. Eventually, this will all be one. There'll be 3 bars. There'll be a kitchen over here. I usually put a kitchen over here, a bar here, keep that bar there, then another bar here. So this one floor will be nothing but seats, bars, maybe a band, and a kitchen. So that's the overall plan for now. And exit out. And here, your decor button, this is going to give you all of your decorations and seats, a lot of cool decorations. And a lot of these decorations are going to come with your prestige points. So some of the basic decorations, like just a regular plant, is only 70. But then you get up further into something like a telescope, and it's worth 500. So it's all kind of cool stuff you can decorate, swag out your pub. The problem is a lot of people over swag at the beginning. They try to make it like, okay, if I want to put all these decorations up, I'm going to get more guests in, and more guests, you get more. And it's like, no. I'll tell you what's important about the guests. It's going to be your kitchen. When it comes to getting these certain guests here, these specific guests that you need to eventually get your research done, rare, gold, royal, common, once you start getting into that area, the only thing that matters when it comes to bringing them in and drawing them into your tavern, all that matters is the food and the seats. That's it. If you have really good food, if you have a lot of 4 or 5-star items on your menu, and you have nice tables and nice seats, what's on the walls and all rugs and all that, those are just prestige points. It doesn't really count towards drawing in people of a certain ilk or of a certain category to your tavern so that you can progress through your research. So just remember, it's going to be your kitchen and just the basic seats. Let's see, serve 20 customers, own 4 tables, finish any research. Let's speed it up a little. Okay, so we're sitting at, 209 gold, 6 o'clock at night. I'm going to let it tick over to the next day because Now I have $1,000. I can make a kitchen. So as I said before, with the kitchen being one of the more important money makers in this, I'll show you why. You don't see anything here on this menu, nothing here yet. None of that pops up until we unlock and get this kitchen built. So we're going to hit the construction button. And we're going to build. Here's how I'm going to do it. Other people, look, you can do this any way you want. I'm going to show you how I do it. You can do it any way you want, man. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I'm going to put 2 walls here, 3 walls here, 2 walls here. And then I'm going to take out this wall. Luckily, the floor textures don't cost money. And because I'm a traditionalist, this is always my kitchen floor. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. And then we'll put the hardwood here. Now we come into our decor and interiors. And we're going to go to kitchen. And in the kitchen, it hasn't unlocked any of these, so you only get these here. You're going to take, this is your kitchen counter. You've got 3 chefs and 4 servers. That's what you get. Excuse me, you get those slots with this desk or this countertop. So I place it here. And then you have to have your plate shelf. You can spin it, hitting your right mouse button spins it. Your wheel zooms in and out. And ASWD. Like I said, tutorial walks you through everything. Come on, man. If I'm 54 years old and I'm doing this, you can do this too. So we're going to place the plate shelf here. Then I'm going to take these storage boxes. And I'm going to go booyakasha. Booyakasha. Let me show you these boxes real quick. In these boxes are your ingredients. Just like with the bar, in the early part of your game, you need to manage your inventory. Notice I only have plates, these boxes. But if you go down into your kitchen, you'll see that there's a grill, there's all kinds of soups and everything, but they're not unlocked yet. So, you don't need these ingredients. As you run low of your main ingredients are going to be wheat and fruit for your breads and your apple pies. You can buy them like that. I do the same thing with the bar. End of our day, we serve 20 people. No rare, no gold, no royal. We'll get them, don't worry. Patience, Daniel-san. Patience. All right, so we've completed our kitchen research, and we're moving on to our next research. We can get 20 people, we get lemonade. 15 people, we get added guests. 40, we get musicians. The one I want is lemonade. Always go with your beverages first. So when we get here, I'm going for the wine first. Always want your beverages because it's more product that you can serve. So now that we have lemonade, or we're going to get lemonade unlocked, we'll be able to add another barrel to the bar. But before we do, so remember we've got our kitchen. So I'm going to add another table, 2 more seats. So now we can sit 16 people. And I'm going to come over here and click the employee button, go to hire. And if you notice, that means there's openings available, right? So it's the sign outside the door. We're going to find us a chef. Now, just like with these crates, these certain things aren't really necessary at first. The things that are going to be used the most and ordered the most on your menu are going to be desserts because that's all you have unlocked ingredients for. So in the early part of the game, you're looking for good dessert, speed, things like that. It's always about speed, man. It's always about speed. It's always about speed. Speed is key, according to my son. Right here, we're going to hire this cat right here. Boom. We're going to hire him. He's going to come in. And he is rich. Original CONCURPA, Rich Neath. And because we've got food, we also want a runner. So let's go ahead and hire one more server. Speed carrying, that's good. We'll get her. And let's go in here real quick and shut down this hotel and takeout. So she will be drinks and all this other stuff, but just an added hand to come back here to Rich and tell Rich, yo man, give me some cream cakes. Someone tell Rich to give me his cream cakes. We've already been deep in his box. We may as well get his cream cakes. Wow, I got all of that. Got all that in one shot. Good. And now I get 20 gold coins. Yay! Yay! So now we just watch. And again, I want to tell you why this right here is your key. This is your moneymaker. So if you watch them getting drinks, 3 coins for, if you go to your menu, you'll see it doesn't have drink prices yet, but they're like 3 gold coins. Look at the price of an apple pie, 21 gold coins, 24. And as you progress, the price goes up. So as you increase the quality of the dessert, the price, you're going to see some like really crazy prices that I'm asking these folks, these serfs, to pay. Like, look at this dude. Check this dude out. Look, man. He's an executioner, right? That's his job, obviously. He and this wizard dude. He's mad. Doesn't make any money. And I'm asking him to pay $22 for bread, yo. I am a horrible, horrible person who lives in this castle. That's who I am. I'm the bad guy that's charging $22 for someone to eat bread in a 3x6 box with one window. And you know it's hot in there too, right? All right, let's speed it up a little bit. All right, we're doing good. You can click on it and see the inventory, see it depleting. And you can just click in some stuff there. I don't, because I put the other one there, and if there's nothing in there, you can go to that one. A little red thing will come up and tell you that it's empty, but you'll see him walk over to that one. All right, so someone in our some employee has leveled up. So it's Rich. So we're going to give Rich more dessert. Oh, and Marika, another moderator for the channel. Nice. And she's getting ready to level up too. All right, we've got some research done. We have lemonade. So now we want a band. Hey, if you have an idea for a band name, I can't rename the band. That's the one thing I can't do. I wish I could, but I can't rename the band. But if you want to unofficially name the band, by all means, let me know down in the comments below. And if you'd like to work at CONCURPA's Rest, comment down below with a beer mug. Do they have beer mug emojis? If they have a beer mug emoji, throw that in there down there. So we served 39 people. We have a total seating of 16, which means we turned our tables twice. I'd like to get to a 4-turn night. That's the prime. That would be a prime money-making night. If you can turn your tables 4 times, it's not too much stress, and it's highly profitable. So about 3 to 4 times a night is what you want your stations to turn. That would be probably the best rhythm that you could get into. All right, so yes, someone has. Marika has leveled up. So we're going to give her one more mug to carry. We're keeping it simple, keeping it nice and tight like a tiger. Now, I got the lemonade research. So now I can go to the bar, and I can click the add barrel button, hit this lemonade for 200, and I'm going to just fill it up about halfway. My beer's good, all of that. Because, again, I want to use this money for getting more tables, more seating area. That's what I want to do. I want to expand this way. We're going to come out this way with the bar. So as we go, it'll be out to here, here, and then here. And then the kitchen will be in this corner, second bar here, and then all this will be seating and maybe a bandstand over there. That's the idea. That's the goal. So the money is going to be used to get all of this a little bit tighter, a little better seating, maybe throw some decorations up, things like that. But I try to keep it real simple. As far as decorating goes, you've got these options like the walls. You can put a pimp cloth fabric on the wall. You know what? I like that. Let's do that. So you just boom, boom, boom. And that's free, so this doesn't cost you any money. In the kitchen, let's do some brick. That looks cool. So there we go. All right, that looks good. You can even do upper wall design like that. guess the slats you could do. You can do the lattice work. But here's the thing, a little hint. If you do lattice work over a window, it basically blocks out the window and makes the window pointless. You can put some wood. Ooh, I like that. Little wood trim. Huh, he said trim. Huh, that would be cool. So put a little wood trim up there. We'll leave the kitchen the way. Make it look kitcheny. Now, Rich, you're in the kitchen. That means you need to speak Spanish. Come on, man. We all know. We all know. So at the end of the day, we did 39, almost 40 people. We can do about 46 a day. Now, if you hover over this here, it'll tell you how your tavern's doing. You're getting a plus 15 boost from the barrels. You're getting plus 17 from the food, plus 8 from the prestige, and that can go up, and plus 10 from the weather. Believe it or not, the weather does affect. So if you come out here, and I've seen people do this, and decide, I'm going to build a patio, and you put in these cool little rail walls here, that's going to get rained on until you build a second floor. So if you open this up and make it in a quote-unquote outdoor area and you don't have second floor that you can cover it with, it's going to get rained on, and that's going to affect your business. And the weather does affect it. So on a rainy day, you'll see fewer people come in. And that's why really stuff like this garden out here, that's way late game stuff. Because remember, this is medieval England, it rains a lot. So let's get ahead to the next day. And again, most of this is all going to get shifted over here into this corner, and then I'll start expanding the tables out there. And what I usually do for, usually around every 4 tables, I get a new server. And then once I have a full staff, I'll assign someone who all they're doing is running drinks. All they're doing is running food. And as you go into the research tree, you can get this cool little more waitresses special icon. And I can actually place waitresses, servers all around the tavern in specific spots. So I can put one right here in front of this bar, and that's where they stand. So, and you'll see as he puts up the drinks, boom, gone. And that's what you want to see. You want to see it just as quick as ever. Go. Take them. Somebody's leveled up. And the only way to keep your staff happy is money. But that's like, I think that's like everybody knows that. So when you're going to see their mood change, if you go into here, you'll see they're at 100%. You'll see frowny faces and sweat beads and stuff like that. Just throw them a couple of bones. There's going to be a point in this game where your staff is just eating into your profits. You're talking like 2,000 gold coins a day, especially when we get into researchers. Researchers completely destroy your budget. They take so much time. You got to pay so much attention to them because you need those research points. And I'll say this, if a dev is listening, bro, those research points have to stack. They got to stack, man. You're wanting me to get 4,000 research points. You start looking at these research points that you're asking me to get towards the end, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000. And these researchers are only pulling in like 50 research points a day. You got to hire 100 of these people, and they just eat into your salary, and you're just constantly checking on them, and they slow down because they're whatever, and you got to give them more money, and they just eat into your budget. They eat into your time. And on top of that, they don't stack research points. Come on, man. Come on. They don't stack research points. Okay, so we've got the musicians. We can put a band. We can put a band in there. So now we got to look and say, okay, what do we want? Do we want 7+ guests a day, or do we want takeout? Well, because again, food is your moneymaker right now in the early game. I want takeout. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's check our 42. Now we went up because the food got better, service got better, so we drew in more customers. So I'm at 654 gold coins. Valte the moderator is leveling up to carry more beverages. So now we're going to do a little shifting. We're going to do a little moving around of things. And when you want to do that with the tables, you come into your interior decorator, your decorator button, whatever it is. So you come in here, and you got your grid layout. So I want to add a table is 70. I want that's 140. Seats are 50, so that's I need $340 to add new tables. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of moving them one at a time, you take your mouse, hover it over, you can move it. You can also click on it and sell it. This is add to storage. I don't know where that is. I've probably added so much to storage and I have no idea where any of it is. So there's stuff here I've probably paid for. I have no idea what it is. Or you can rotate it. You can also rotate it by holding it and hitting your right mouse button. If you hold the left button down and then tap your right button, you'll rotate it. Or you do what I do, which is you can highlight, come down here, hold it down, highlight all of them, and then you can move it around all as one piece. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move these tables around. Let's get them down. Let's get them snug like that. You can actually put them like this, and it's not going to affect. I'll show you something. Watch. Boom, like that. Let's just get to know your buddy. Get to know your neighbor. So we're going to put another table here and another table here. And we'll get some more seats. Like so. All right, so now we're sitting with 6 tables. I could probably put one more table in, but we're going to need to fill this up in the morning. So I don't want, and with my salaries coming out, I don't want to run that risk. And then there's another added little factor to this you'll see coming up. All right. So here we go. CONCURPA's Rest. In the nice little idyllic valley outside of my castle. Now go dig potatoes. And then come to my tavern and pay $24 for cream rolls. They do look good, though, and you get 4 of them. It's a pretty good deal, if you think about it. All right, so here we are. We need wheat. I could buy it all. I could fill it all up for $135, but nah, not yet. We're not going to. Once you start generating like a ton of money and it's just rolling in, you can just go around and click fill all. And there's another point here as well when you get up into the research tree where you get to supply storage. Supply storage is used automatically refill all the kitchen crates on the same floor during the night. If there's no supply storage on the floor, you have to refill everything manually. So you can just put one of these in a corner somewhere, and every day these crates will get filled up. And as you upgrade the crates, they have more space. Okay, we got us a little icon here. Let's see what we got. I served 47 customers. Booyaka shop. Now, because we've got flames on the wall, we do need a fire extinguisher. One of the mechanics of the game is that things will catch on fire. So we come down here to the decoration, go to special, and there's our fire extinguisher. It's just 2 buckets. We're going to put it up here a little out of the way, right next to the bar, so that if anything does happen, there we go. But I'm going to show you this trick. It's an investment you want to make. This is an early game cost that you want to take the hit on. So remember I was telling you about watching every day to make sure that your daily budget is up to snuff, things like that. You're going to see that there are these things that just eat into that budget. This is going to be one of them that you want to eat into that budget. Take your mouse, let's slow it down to regular speed here for you. Take your mouse, click your light source, and it's going to bring up this menu for you. And it'll tell you we have a low risk of fire. Because of the quality of wax and or oil that I'm using, it'll tell you your chance of fire per week. But if you go in here, moderate, you can change the quality all the way up to 25 gold a day. The minute you start adding walls, upgrade. Take the hit. Take the 15 a day. I always go with moderate first, and it drops it down to 8.7. Now, if I went down to here, there's no risk of fire, and that's going to come later. But for right now, I'm going to take this investment at 15 gold a day and take that hit, because what happens is when a fire breaks out, the band leaves, everybody leaves, the band doesn't come back in, people do come back in, and it basically screws the rest of your day. And they always happen at dinner time, really weirdly enough. All right. Just got some more research done. This is really another early game moneymaker we want to take advantage of. This is the takeout window. So let's pause real quick. Take a look at how we did. So we sold 68 drinks, served 46 people, and sold 11 different types of food. Down here, it's giving me how long everything is taking. This looks good. I want the serving the drinks, the serving the food, and the taking the food order all under 20 seconds. No matter how busy we are, no matter how many tables I have or how many customers I'm doing, I want this under 20 seconds. And I'll add servers to make sure that happens. But I want it all under 20 seconds. Average occupancy, 95, still not bringing in any special people. That's okay. Patience, grasshopper. So we got the research done. We got our musicians, and we got our takeout. So next, I want to just, because I can't do anything else, we're going to do the add 7 guests a day. But this takeout, boom, right here. Come into your build shop, come down to special, and you get this window. And I plop it right there in the kitchen. Come over here to your decor, come down to kitchen. You need this packing table. So this table is a place where they can put everything together that they order from Rich. Now, how do they order? Come to special. Come down here to takeout. And just, it snaps in, so it's real easy. Bam. Now here's a cool little feature. Something I like to do. It's really, you don't have to do this. This is something I like to do. It's outside, so I try to make it look good. You can click the menu, and you can actually give a discount to the takeout window. And the discount, again, you're already charging $24 for cream rolls, and that's a 0 star. So as this goes up, I'm telling you, man, it's like, did you study medieval history at all? Like 24 gold coins for fucking cream rolls, dude, is crazy. But I'll take advantage of it. I'll take advantage of it. So what I like to do is start with a nice little 15% discount. Give everybody a nice little 15% discount, but I need a server, don't I? Yeah, I do. See, now she's just going to be doing takeout. That's going to be her only job, doing takeout. So what I want, something with potential. Speed carrying and carries. Hires. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if this attribute, carry 6 drinks, because there's nothing in here about the food, right? So I don't know if that also translates to food. So now that we've got this, I'm going to take her off drinks, off cleaning, off food, off hotel. Her only job is takeout. So we're going to close out. We're going to put it back on play real quick, and then our new server is going to come in and stand right here. And our new server is Judy. Little Raven. If you want any to-go orders, you need to talk to Little Raven. So here's Little Raven here. And we're going to move her by clicking the decorate button. And as you see, it brings up everybody's positions. So I'm just going to take her, click on it with the left mouse button, and move her over to a position in front of the counter. Just like that. So that's her travel distance right there. She's going to go here, come here, go here. And you'll see him yell at him, and so it's really cool. Let's fill up a little beer. A little lemonade. I have no money, which happens a lot. You're going to start in the red quite often here, for sure. But if you budget wisely, it'll pay off. And like I said, dude, look how fast that money's going up. If all you were serving were $2, I'm going to say $1. I'm going to keep saying $1. It's going to happen. If you're just serving $2 beer and lemonade, you're not going to make any money, especially with the overhead. But because you have these 2 food sources here, roughly around the same prices, dude, it's crazy. Like I said, look at those. And excuse me, the more you serve, they level up, etc., etc. So really, food. See, they're telling me. I'm just doing this to get the icon off the screen because he'll go to the other crate. Okay, more research. I'm getting more money. You can see him. Let's slow him down so you can look at him. So he's going to come over. Boom. What is that? That is cherry cake. So someone has ordered cherry cake. Let's see who ordered it. And little Ravens come over from the to-go. $20, bro. And she got a $1 tip. And she got a $1 tip. That is awesome. That is awesome. Who is that? That is Marika. Oh, she can get... Nice. Boom. Okay, let's get back to our research tree. We want special events because you can't do anything else. So we'll get the special events going. And we'll just get that icon off the screen by doing this. One of our employees can... Oh, Rich can, excuse me, level up. Now, if we add 2 more tables, I'm going to add another chef. But right now, all I want is speed. Just speed. Speed is key. Everybody's happy. If I need to give a couple bump raises, I will. And what have we leveled up? Bread. So now, 2 pieces of bread, 2 loaves of bread, $37. I just got a question. Is Biden in that castle? Is that Biden in that castle? Look at that, bruh. $37 for bread. That is crazy. That's crazy funny. And that's why the early game key is food. You got to get that food going. So we've got good average. Boom, boom. Buy musician's podium. Okay. That's right. Here's something interesting about the musician's podium. Get you a band. All right. So we're going to come in here to the decoration, come into special, and here is your musician's band platform, musician's podium. You only get 4 of them. If you put it, okay. Where do I usually put it? Let's just put it right here for now so I can show you how it works. Okay. When you click on it, you can hire different amounts, different size bands. 1 person, 2, 3, 4. It not only brings guests, but they'll wait longer. I usually start with the 2-person band because it'll give me 20 seconds. As soon as I add another floor, we'll go up to 4. But right now, I just want a 2-person band. And honestly, right now, I don't even want the 2-person band. I'll show you. I just wanted that for this. It's the only reason I wanted it. So I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to get rid of it. Lost a couple of bucks on it. I didn't get my full return on it, but I got the quest. And that's what I was looking to do. So right now, it's almost closing time. Let's speed it up to closing time. Oh, our menu leveled up. Cherry cake, $35. Bro, that's crazy. So great. I will never get over these prices. Okay, so we've got 24 seats, 2 servers, 1 cook. Let's add 2 more seats, 2 more benches. Boom, 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 bippity, boppity, boom. Okay. So now we're sitting at 32 total seats. How do we do? Our takeout, 8. Brought in 156. Brought in 298. Look at that. Compared to the drinks. Dude, even the takeout. And that's when I gave discounts. Made more money than the drinks. So again, in the early game, your money is going to be coming from food. Look over here. We're sitting good, serving the drinks. Now this, of course, as any server will tell you, some of these, serving the food, serving the drinks, are dependent on the person doing the serving the drinks and serving the food. So if your chefs are burdened, that's going to increase. If your bartender's burdened, those are going to increase. So they do work together in that aspect. So as we grow, I added another bar, add more servers, add more chefs. So we added 2 more tables. Lighting is good. Own 4 decorations. We'll knock that out. And here we go. So let's go ahead and give us a little bit more beer. And more lemonade. Like so. Because again, remember, you're starting already taking a hit for your expenses. The expenses don't come out at night, they come out first thing in the morning. So always be aware of that. You want to try to avoid staying out of too deep of a hole early in the game. So just you go through and you manually set things up. Do I have... Okay, I get wine next. Excuse me. And the band is going to be playing such better music too. So right now we're just in this place where we grind. We're just going to be grinding through, trying to knock out some of these quests. Own 19 benches, click on any light. Okay. Told you about that already. And we're just knocking these out. So 4 decorations. Let's do some simple stuff here. Just to knock it out. Get it out of the way. Let's grab us a nice coat rack here. Let's put some curtains over the window. And it increases our prestige. That's good too. That's always good. Something leveled up in our menu. Let's see how expensive these cream rolls get. $40. $40. Look at this. A fruit bowl. $34 for a bowl of fruit. Look, man, I'm sorry. If you live here and you gotta pay these prices, I'm sorry. I am the worst king ever. All right, we're getting ready, closing up on there. So again, we can do special events. I'll explain those to you and why I'm picking one. I want wine. I want another beverage. So here's our special events. These events bring in specific types of people. As you can see, they bring in 65 rare. This one brings in 40 gold. This one brings in, it's the King and Queen Feast, so it's bringing in 2 purple-headed monsters. Merlin the Wizard bringing in 1. So you need certain levels of prestige, you need certain ingredients, and you need certain recipes. The prestige is going to come from your decorating and your, how many barrels you have on the counter, things like that. These ingredients are going to come from adventurers. Soon, I'll have an adventurers table, and I'll be able to send them out and get all of these ingredients, mushrooms, green beans, because we need those ingredients to make these dishes. I cannot host these events until I have all 3 of these filled, along with the capacity to seat them. I've been in situations where I needed these and I didn't have enough seats for it. So as we go along through the game, we'll be sending out our adventurers to get these ingredients so that we can get through these special events. But the first one we're going to go for is this regular party. I need lemonade water for 4, which I already have, but I need 600 prestige. I only have 460. So I need 140 more prestige points before I can host a lemon party. Don't Google that. Don't Google that, bro. Don't. So I'm going to level up Ruthless Biscuit. She's going to carry more. And I think we're going to start the next day and wait a couple of days before we do a special event. We'll wait a couple days. Because if I add another table here and another couple tables, bring out the wall, like come out one more time with the wall, I can fit in some more folks, and those tables will go towards the prestige. So that's how I'm managing it. So everybody's out there working hard, hardly working. We're sitting on 8 tables. So that's 32 customers, right? Yep, 32 guests. 6 to serve, 11. How'd we do yesterday? Ooh, that's bad. I'm going to need another server. And we're going to put her straight on drinks. Excuse me. We're going to get us a server and put her right on drinks because I want this empty all the time. I want it always empty. And your servers are cleaning, so they're taking food orders. So there's a lot going on that they're doing on the floor in the front of the house that sometimes these get overlooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the space bar and pause. I'm going to come over here, level up Volte the bartender, because I want him carrying more. Rich is looking kind of bummed, so I'm going to give him the raise. Yay, Rich. You're making some serious money, dude. You're making 28 coin a day. And we also we need 67 guests, 150, 4 decorations, 19 benches. Okay. So we're going to pause. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hire a waitress. And again, I want one that has not only good stats, but good potential stats as well, is what I'm looking for. Right here. That's what I want. Boom. I want to come down here. No food, no hotel, no takeout. And I'm even going to reset like that. So Matilda will be doing nothing but food. We'll give her a little bump, a little signing bonus. We'll call that a signing bonus. And, okay. And we need to change it to Lunar Star, my new server. Welcome to CONCURPA's Rest, Luna Star. Now go work your ass off for next to nothing. Go live the life of a peasant beer wench at CONCURPA's Rest. Yes. Perfect. So as we go through, more missing ingredients. You know what? Let's just go ahead and boom, like that. Let's go ahead and get those filled out. And then eventually I'll get us a nice fireplace grill to go in there. We can cook some steaks. You know how it is. Oh, I give Rich a bonus, a little pay raise out of nowhere. And next thing you know, he's wanting to work extra hard. Let's go ahead and start increasing his main courses as well. Little Raven needs to get boosted. And I want to give her a tip bonus. So let's get her some money. Because again, money solves everything in this game. Somebody's mad, give them money. Somebody's sad, give them money. And it will help you. Our apple pie is now worth $36. Our apple pie is worth $36. And when you go to your menu, you'll see that as it increases, you get a better chance of getting these rare customers down here. So that's why your food sales are super important. Because the more food you sell, the quicker they'll level up. And you want that leveled up. Let's throw in a little beer. A little lemonade here at CONCURPA's Rest. We're looking good. You know what we need here? You know what we need that almost everyone always has? Let's go down here to rugs. Let's get us a nice little server's rug and maybe a nice blue entrance or a bar rug. Yeah, how's that look? Is that good there? Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. So, should we add another table? I think we should. Boom. Now, as we go through the game, we will be upgrading a lot of our seating. We will be upgrading a lot of our tables. But for right now, we don't need anything special. We just need the basics. Again, the early game is going to be a grind. As we expand out here, I'll show you how I grind, which I know it sounds funny as I said it. I heard it when I said it, so thank you very much. But there's going to be a part of this game, bro, where you're just grinding. You're just getting through the research. You're getting through all of this stuff here. But I'll give you this advice. What I've learned is that if you keep it on the ground floor with maybe one or two things on a second floor, and I'll show you how I do it. If you can keep all of your money making, is what I'm trying to say. Keep all of your revenue generation on one floor. You can do it. You can grind through all that research. You can get through all those parties and all that guests if you keep it on one, maybe two floors. Because the more you expand, the more you have to keep up, the more you got to check in on people. It becomes quite tedious. And people, because they want to, go all the way, they overexpand. Next thing you know, things are starting to fail and not function properly, and you're not making as much money as you can. Lunar Star, yay! Yeah, she's just a drink runner. So I want her carrying the most. And she's got good carry speed. Yep. Yeah, she's good. So if you watch, as soon as he puts them down, boom. That's what I want. There she is. She's just out there getting drinks and cleaning off some mugs. That's it. And that's what I wanted. And as we get busier, as we expand out further, I'm going to have one person over here whose only job is to take food out there. A food runner is what it's called. I'll have one out there as well. So we're at 1465, which I like. Now, at the end of the day, what we're going to do is expand. But I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go this way. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to set up one more area like so. And put in the floor texture here. Like so. Now, before you destroy any walls, always make sure that you move any lights you have attached. But I'm getting ready to show you why these are moot and why I upgraded those oils and waxes and things like that. It's getting ready to make sense. You'll see. Just give me a second. All right. So end of the day, we're wrapping up. Biscuit, how'd we do? 36 seats, 71 people, 88%. And there it is. Boom, boom. 12, 12, 7. That's what I'm wanting right there. We add that drink runner, and these get dropped down real hard. And that's what we want to do. So, we want to come in to decorate. We want to take this, and we want to sell it. Get at least $70 for it. And then we come over to construction, over to build, and we remove that wall there. Come back into decorate. We're going to move the fire extinguisher over to the back wall here. Come down. Let's go ahead and do this real quick before I forget. I've done that. I've done that before. Added a couple of walls, and then you come back and you're like, wow, that wall's just white. I forgot. I totally forgot. It looks totally different. Oh, and we got to do the upper wall as well. See? I was going to forget. You just click the wall and it'll change it over. You can hold it down and drag it across the wall. It'll change it all over for you. Okay. So we come back into decoration. Now, as you see, we have these no light sources. Fine. We're going to sell it. And we're going to sell it. We're going to come into lights. See this Mamma Jamma right here? This antler light? That's the one we want. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Put one there. And you put one here. And the whole place is now lit up. See that? Look at that. Boosh. All lit up. Now we come into special. And we take our music platform. Let's get us a band in here. Again, for some reason, a lot of people want to do crazy stuff like have it. You don't need to do all that, right? I could literally put this out here, put 3 walls around it, and it'll still have the same bonus effect on this floor, even if nobody can see the band. It's just having them here is what gives you the bonus. It's not anything about they have to be in the same room with the people or else. But, you do it anyway because that's what you do. So you click on the podium, and I'm going to hire a 2-person band. And again, this is one of those expenses similar to the lights that are worth early game investment. Yes, you're going to take a hit. Yes, it's going to hit you first thing in the day, every day, but the investment is totally worth it. You definitely want that. Okay. So, how's my research doing? I need 19 rares. And if you go up here and look at your day, I got none of them. So how do I get them in? Well, come down here, and this basic regular party will give me 20 of them. So I'm going to schedule this regular party. And before I do, I want to make sure that I have all of my beverages. I bet it's going to happen tonight. So I'm going to put in a couple more tables, like so. And I've been waiting to tell you about this other mechanic of the game, but I think it's going to happen. So we'll see. So we'll put in a couple of more tables here. Everything is topped off. All right, here we go. Oh, it didn't happen. Good. So here they come. This tavern, CONCURPA's Rest, is now shut down. You will get no more guests. You are only getting what is the party. So if you schedule that party, that's all you're getting that day. So you're only going to get, if I schedule this party, I'm only going to get 40 people that day. You can hope that they spend a lot of money and buy a lot of food from the menu, things like that. But you do get bonuses for scheduling the party. The reason I bring that up, that it shuts you down, right here, no to-go orders. There's no takeout during a party because they've rented out the tavern. So they've rented out the tavern. My food is limited to whatever their menu item is, so they're getting nothing but lemonade. They're not even ordering food. So it shuts my kitchen down for the whole day, and it shuts my to-go down for the whole day. So I try to minimize the amount of parties that I'm throwing to I need those specific type of guests. So if I need 50 orange guests, I'll schedule that party. Because like I said, eventually you're going to grow, and it will cut into your profits to throw these parties. And there are a couple of things in here that'll do that. That you have to do to grind through the process that kind of hurt that one day. So who's gonna level up? Rich is still bummed out, so let's give him another little bonus. And Marika needs more carrying. I want these girls looking like the Oktoberfest chicks. That's what I want. Ooh, we got leveled up something here as well. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Bingo, boingo, bango. So own 4 decorations. I have 2. Okay, research is done. Let's get a fireplace grill. I do want that fireplace grill. And there's, again, reasons for that. Everything has a reason. Okay, so I'm at 876. Let's put in one more table. We're going to do one more table. 2 more benches. And I think I'm going to buy the wine barrel now, but not fill it. Okay. And then I'll start the next day. Oh, thank you, Beavis. Again, there's this little, I don't know if you call it a secret or whatever, but something's going to happen soon that also eats into your profits. But it hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for it to happen. So right now we've got new quests, 27 benches, prepare apple pie 10 times. Excuse me. Serve only desserts for the whole day. This is what I'm talking about with those parties. So you get a quest like this, serve only desserts for the whole day. You can come down to here and schedule whichever one of these has a dessert, which is right here, the strawberry cake. The work anniversary. Well, look, you get executioners, meetup, pirate gathering, Viking themed party, Merlin the Wizard, the Prince and King and Queen can come, wine tasting. So yeah, that's the only time I really do these parties, is when I need a quest or I need a certain level of guests for research purposes. I'll schedule that party. But for the most part, it's like, bruh, they're just eating into you. They're just really eating into your profitability. That's why I don't like them. Because I can have 2 floors and a garden of nothing but people drinking and eating. And once you get unlimited kitchens, you're just pimping everything out. And you're just making money, you're just rolling in. But it's also easy to spend it too, and I'll show you that as we play it along. So we're going to give her more to carry. So here we are, CONCURPA's Rest. We're doing pretty good, I think. Building on our research. We need 10 orange, and there's 2 here. So we are starting to bring them in randomly, which is good. If you have the right setup, if you do things the right way and manage your people properly, and they're getting fast service, they're getting quality food, you'll see in the later game that the whole floor is nothing but orange, yellow, couple of purples, things like that. But it's a grind. You know, you got to grind to get there without a doubt. So we're coming up on the end of the day. Everybody's going to go out and bust their tables and clean their stations and do their side work and roll their silverware. I'm sorry if I just gave everybody a flashback. So it is December 10th. We made 631 gold coins after expenses, which I like. I like that they put down what you're spending the money on, where it's going, things like that. But if you notice, now we're starting to get the random, rare folks. 11 takeout. Look at that food, man. Look at that food. That's $850 compared to 320. So again, food is your mama jam. We're at 937. Let's go ahead and add another table and another. Should I do 2? Yeah, let's do 2 tables. And get us one more server. One more server, right? Yeah, we'll get one more server. I actually like her. She's going to work hard because she's getting mega tips. She's getting hella tips. So she's going to work hard. And we're going to hire this one. All right. Bam. Bam. Oh. There it is. There we go. So, Trina, welcome to CONCURPA's Rest. Here's your apron. Go roll some silverware, and let's get going. So we're good with the... let's give a couple of bumps here. Let's check our inventory. It's going to happen tonight. I think it's going to happen tonight. I hope it does, so I can show you. So let's go, and that's really what I'm waiting on. Let's go over to the next... Oh, wait. Boom. Okay, so 2 more points. We get this really cool Dutch ships in a calm storm. These paintings are like really famous works of art. If you scroll down, you'll see the Harvest, Starry Night. I think the Mona Lisa's here. Henri. And Birth of Venus. So there's really cool paintings and stuff that you can get for your joint. All right, let's start the next day, see how we do. Boosh. We should be getting a lot more customers in, 94, according to our guesstimates. And because of this ban, they're going to wait 20 seconds longer than normal. Okay, this is really good time to do this. So Rich is over here in the kitchen. I guess I haven't taken care of his tight little box. That's a live stream reference. I really should have contextualized that statement. So we're going to come in here and we're going to click on Rich and we're going to give him some more money. Because that's what cures everything. And you can watch his little face here. There we go. Again, these are investments that eat into you, but they pay off because they work harder. All right, we need 16 tables, serve only desserts, own 4 decorations, apple pie. We only need 2 more apple pies to get that level up. So we'll see if we can get it. And as far as desserts for the day, I can't do anything until we get our adventurers, our adventure table here. We'll send people out to get us some strawberry. Strawberry! 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 It's Cheech and Chong reference, by the way, from Up in Smoke. Tom Skerritt. Really, I think, you know, because of, what was it, Picket Fences was the TV show he was in the 90s. Where everybody saw him as like the patriarchal member, and he's Tom Skerritt, you know, and just the guy from Top Gun, you know, he plays such a regal and, you know, distinguished gentleman. And then you see Up in Smoke, and you're like, all right, I like that Tom Skerritt. If you've never seen Up in Smoke, Tom Skerritt, with Cheech and Chong, Tom Skerritt plays Strawberry. I think he's the cousin or a friend of one of them. I think it's a friend. He's like a crazy, whacked-out Vietnam vet. He's got a motorcycle with a sidecar, and he's got this big birthmark on his face. And it's a really... The scene at Strawberries is actually one of the funniest scenes in the film. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit and get over here and take care of some business. Okay, Volte. My man. More carry. 8 carries now, dude. Rich, let's get you going. You know what? Let's get you upgrading some stuff. And you know what I think it is? I think he needs another chef back here. I think we need another chef. I think we've... so Dutch ships, we've claimed it. We come down here, go to special, and we get a free 200 prestige painting. I put it right behind the bar. I always do that. Anytime I get one of those prestigious paintings, I try to put it like behind the band or behind the bar, something like that. Even though I'm sitting here telling you don't worry about decorations, don't worry about swag, don't worry about the prestige, I do still decorate as we go longer in the game. But right now, the real focus is to generate revenue so that I can upgrade the employees. That's what I want. So that when we grow and we get massive, all of these employees are streamlined, everything's getting served proper like, and we're not struggling too hard. So again, I'm watching this bar. Valte's putting up his beverages, and I want him gone. And that's what I'm looking for. Boom, boom. That's how I want to see it. Even if I have 500 people in the whole building, I want every bar to operate this way. And the only way to do it is to go into your employees here and assign them this. If you just let these folks run around like crazy, it's going to get disorganized at the bar, at the kitchen. It is one of the things about the game I like, is that you can apply some of the same theory that you use when running a restaurant. You can use that here. Not fully and completely, but there are some aspects of it that definitely translate. So again, we're doing good. Having that drink runner is really helping us out. So again, the key is a drink runner. So what did I say? Oh yeah, we want to get another chef in here. Because again, when you're watching your chef, Rich, work, he's quicker to get overworked. So when I see that, let's just go hire another chef. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Nope. Nope. That one got me. Very tempting. There he is. And this, our new chef, please welcome to CONCURPA's Rest with 3 L's. Kevin Hollis with 3 L's, one of our moderators of the live streams. So thank you, Kevin, for joining us here at CONCURPA's Rest. You will join Rich Neath in the kitchen. And let me tell you something. That actually fits. If ever 2 people belong in the kitchen of CONCURPA's Rest working for me, it's these 2. That kitchen's going to be off the chain, man. It really is. It really is. Because kitchen people are a different breed. Look, man, if you work back of the house and front of the house are definitely 2 different breeds of people, man. They are 2 different types of folks that work back of the house, front of the house. And I'm telling you right now, I could not have picked 2 better people to work back of house than Rich and Kevin. All right, so let's check our upgrade. How much am I going to be charging these broke-ass serfs for bread? $52! $52! Good law. Good law. All right, so I'm obviously price gouging on my bread, so let's add another table. Why not? Let's add another table. And let's go ahead and throw a party, a lemon party. I'm sorry, I'm always going to be calling it that. Let's throw a lemon party for today and get those 2 folks we need for the fireplace. Let's just go ahead and knock that out. Let's go ahead and get it out of the way now. Ah, cool. So let's go ahead and fill up this lemonade because that's all they're going to be drinking. And I can save a couple bucks by not having to fill up these other ones. Because all they're doing is drinking lemonade. And you can see it too. I like it. It's really cool. I'll give them the details. First and foremost, I want my MTV. The descendants of the employees of CONCURPA's Rest later went on to move to the United States and work at an appliance store, thus inspiring Mark Knopfler. Look at them. Is that not some... Look at Trina. I want got my $50 bread. Da-dum-dum. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. So one of the things that I do, especially later on in the game, when my tavern starts to expand, again, this is the space you have, right? This space right here. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So when I expand, anytime I do throw one of these parties that eats into my whole day, I will, if I can remember, because again, this is about management, I can remember to take her off takeout and put her on drinks and cleaning just for that day, just to help out on the floor. So again, if you take some of the things that you can use in a real world situation when it comes to setting up stations or setting up server assignments, things like that, if you understand that, you'll actually be pretty successful at this game. Prepare cream rolls, one of my more popular meals. All right, let's just get through this day, because again, the party is just eating into my day. I don't like it. And then we'll go to adventurers next, and I'll explain how that works. Sorry. Again, this is like my first ever Let's Play or play along or anything like that. So if there's suggestions you have for me on how to make it, I don't know, whatever, just let me know down in the comments below. Just don't be a jerk about it. But yeah, CONCURPA's Rest. Look at that. It is cool. It is pretty cool. I like to just chill and play this game. And we'll get the garden going later. Now, my suggestion has always been the garden is very tempting. Let's do our adventures like that. The garden's like super tempting to put another bar, kitchen, stuff like that out there. I don't see it that way. I've never used, I think I used, when I was experimenting and doing a couple of playthroughs, I think I put a garden out there. But because of the weather, again, you're talking about medieval England, you're going to have maybe a 50% revenue out there. So what I do for the garden, they have these things in here. You can get distilleries. You can get these distilleries to set up. And usually people put them in the basement, and they automatically refill. You can set each distillery for a certain beverage, and they automatically refill. Let me close out this real quick. When these get empty, they automatically refill. Okay, that sounds good in theory. But it's probably one of the biggest pains in the ass of the game. They're cool, they look good, but honestly, clicking on it and just hitting refill all is just as easy. Because if you've got 4 flights and you're asking these people to carry barrels up and down stairs and refill all these bars, it doesn't work as efficiently as the idea is. The idea of having an on-site distillery is cool, but again, this is for the dev. If you're going to have a distillery that distills, so many barrels a day, you've got it set up to where they're filling the barrels as they go empty on the floor during business. There should also be a mechanic in there that they're filling them up at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, when you're pulling up all these statistics and everybody's doing, these AI are programmed to clean off plates and stuff, then your distillers should then go through and top off all the barrels in the bar that night before the start of the next day. So that there shouldn't be a period during the day when your barrels are running dry and they've got to walk, because again, I know it's not real, but it's like, bro, you're walking through people, you're going up and down. Nah, man, that should be at the end of the day. The distillers go through and top off all the barrels. That's just one of the very few issues I have with the game. Again, I would really like for the research to stack and roll over. I would like the distillers to fill at the end of the day. And believe it or not, I guess I shouldn't have said that. Wrong choice of words. Another thing that I would like to ask of the devs, when you go into your, and we'll wrap up this video here, this first episode here with this. So what I would like to be able to do is, if I'm able to highlight all of these tables and move them around, I can move it to storage, I can sell them, I can paint them, whatever. I'd like to be able to copy them. So I'd like to be able to copy these 3 and then paste them over here. So I can, I mean, maybe that's too much of an ask. Maybe it's not feasible within the AI or the mechanics of the game. I don't know. So let's check out how we did today on December 12th. We're getting close to Christmas, CONCURPAs. I hope you're ready for the Dirty Santa we're going to have at the company Christmas party after I charge you $52 for bread. So let's check out how we did. We have 60 total seats. We did the party. Again, remember, when you do parties, no takeouts. No, the only thing that's served food-wise is on the menu. So again, you're not a profitable day. No matter how big the party is, no matter how prestigious it is, the only reason you're throwing these parties is to get these research requirements. It's the only reason I throw these parties at all in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so there we go. First episode of Tales from CONCURPA's Rest. Come and knock on a door. No, that's the Regal Beagle. Sorry. So thank you very much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on my lands here beneath my castle along the river at CONCURPA's Rest. If you would like to be an employee, I'll try to keep everybody in a notebook or something like that. Maybe I'll ask Ruthless Biscuit Tria to set up a link on our Discord page for job applications at CONCURPA's Rest. So if you would like to submit a job application to work here at CONCURPA's Rest, I'm telling you right now, this place is going to grow out of control. I'm going to need like 70 employees. So if you would like to be an employee at CONCURPA's Rest, working for yours truly and selling $50 bread, by all means, submit your application in the comments below by giving me a beer mug or wine glass or some kind of beverage glass emoji in the comments below, or go over to the Discord. Hopefully by now I can get Tria to set up that sub for job applications for CONCURPA's Rest. I hope it was entertaining for you. I hope it was informative. I'll try to get better about walking through everything and my reasoning for everything. Sometimes I talk too much, and yet I'm the quiet one of my family. So thank you for taking time out of your day here at CONCURPA's Rest to watch as we go through the trials and tribulations of some of the best darn subscribers in the world. So again, if you would like to be an employee of CONCURPA's Rest, hit that comment section down below with a beer mug, head over to Discord. Also down below are all the links for the Patreon, social media, the YouTube channel. And even if you have a suggestion for a music, a band, something you want me to check out, all of that is linked down below, but the best place to get all that information is over that at the Discord server. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to hang out with us at CONCURPA's Rest. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. You are the best darn subscribers in the world, and this has been The Wyldeside.